Dang, this instrumental is amazing. CBT Naruto.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live first-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Novelo for EA Sports, calling all the action for today's event. We are here at Wolf Creek Golf Club. It's located in Mesquite, Nevada. Frank, if I didn't know that it was Mesquite, Nevada, I think we landed on the moon and they built the golf course here. This is just mind-boggling.
Yeah, 100 years ago, you couldn't build a golf course like this here. Obviously, all the equipment needed, but in the end, it's wonderful. It's an absolute playground for anyone that sort of loves to play the game. It is desert golf, obviously because of the terrain, but the green oasis that cuts in between is each hole. It just sort of gives you a totally different experience because you keep having to remind yourself you are smack bang in the middle of the desert.
Excellent opening tee shot. That ball's right in the fairway. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
That's an absolute beauty.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Frank's starting to make the move.
Leaderboard very volatile at the moment, so a lot of move in that middle piece of the leaderboard. Top 20 so far.
Frank, you need to be a bit of a rock climber just to get to this second tee. 445-yard hole. What a view. Excellent looking shot here. He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green. Now the second shot here to this par 4 second.
Well, you took some yardage off that tee shot because it's playing downhill, and the second shot, well, you might have to add a little bit on because it's going to play slightly back up the hill. Green has 3 different levels. It'll be very important to get the ball on the right level. That bunker on the right, if you come out of it a little bit because that second shot's slightly uphill, there could be a little bit of a problem, especially if the flag's all the way in the back.
Getting set now over the putt. Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Frank, 227 yards from the back tee here at the par 3 third. This is all you want.
Oh, that's for sure. Plays a little longer than that too by virtue of playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
This one has a chance to be close. Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Clean this up with a tap. To -2 early in the round. We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. Frank, I've been impressed with the play to this point early in the round.
Yeah, it's solid without being spectacular, and that's actually a huge compliment.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. He has a birdie opportunity here. Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, you know, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long, so very reachable.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. This is position A right in the fairway and 180 yards to go. Good swing, good shot yet again.
Going to need some sort of miracle putt.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting. And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
There's still some time. Frank, standing on the 6th tee and looking out at this golf course, I can't help but think that if you hit it offline here, you're going to be playing golf with the billy goats.
Yeah, you might actually turn into a billy goat come the end of the day, that's for sure. The huge elevation changes, once again, are apparent here at the 6th. Tis a dogleg to the right, not really a driver unless you want to sort of bring that creek into play, or that little stream that cuts across. Second shot, a little bit uphill. Those bunkers are really where you shouldn't go. We all know that. And this green is anything other than flat. A fun-looking hole, too, and a fun hole to play.
Frank, most golf courses have what they call a signature hole, the one that is really just jaw-dropping, that stands out. Wolf Creek has so many signature holes.
It has, and one that comes to mind, to your point, Rich, the second tee, for example, when you stand on that, that's actually 9 stories high, and you're hitting it over the rocky canyon just to try and reach a fairway. And as you said, there's just one of many, but it's phenomenal when you think you can just have holes like this in the middle of the desert, and they're playable.
Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and it's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up, just past those those bunkers on the right and the left, hit it down there on the flat. A little pitch, you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
Just misses. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Settles in over the putt. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
No problem at all. Good putt, and stays at 4 under par. Par 3/8, 248 yards down to the green. What a hole.
Yeah, maybe you put your 2 hands together, make a little prayer. You might make 2, but you make 3 here and run to the next tee. This is it's just a gorgeous par 3, but it is tough. Every bit as tough as what it is pretty, as a matter of fact. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
This has been just a pure display of ball striking all day long. Has not missed a single green, every one in regulation. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, that's just a case of not focusing right there. What a lapse in concentration. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Finishing up this front side here at the par 4 9th, 390 yards. And what are we looking at, Frank?
Well, it looks relatively straightforward, but it's anything other than that. Decision time again. Do you lay it up into that wide area of the fairway? If you're a longer hitter and you are out here to have a little bit of fun, then maybe you want to take the head cover off, because you get a little bit of an advantage if you can drive it over that last bunk on that right side, or at least take that out of play, because you're only going to have a short pitch in here.
See if our featured player can do something right today.
Yeah, when you swing in well, obviously target looks as big as a barn, but on days like today, everything looks difficult.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today. And with that birdie, tied at the top.
The par 4 10th. What's the right way to attack this hole, Frank?
Rich, you've got to convince yourself there's more fairway. He's gone for a little extra.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Well, this could be good. Safely aboard. And getting ready for the putt. Racking them and stacking them right now. 6 under par for the tournament. We're here at the downhill par 3 11th hole. Frank, it's 215 yards from the back tee.
This hole certainly is not for the faint of heart. When you look at that tee shot, you think, oh my God, what do I do from here? But remind yourself, it's 215 yards and really only about 160, 170 yards to green grass again. But it's 215 yards. That should be the club that you're trying to pick. Green's big enough, just persuade yourself. Try not to look at the canyon and the desert. There is a green down there. The hole is playable.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range. So with that make, now at 7 under par. Par 5 12th, and Frank, another reminder that Wolf Creek can really be intimidating.
It can. Water down the left. They'll take a huge dent off your scorecard. A lot of fairway down the right. Somehow find that. This par 5 can be reachable in 2. There's still trouble to the right of this green if you get a little bit cavalier. This, without doubt, the longest green on the golf course. It's 55 yards from front to back. Second shot. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
8-foot putt here. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the 13th hole, and, oh, I don't know, should we just fly it over the mountains, Frank?
It looks like that, but then you better find dry land. 350 yards, but as the crow flies, it's probably just a little over 300 yards. I don't know if the mere mortals would really want to flash it across that desert ridge. You probably want to play a little left of it, have a little pitch up the hill, but if you're one of the longer hitters, why not just try it, see if you can make it. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. 14th hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the phone, because you want to take some pictures here. What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, there's 6 bunkers, 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see, the other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred, unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. That's sort of 3 different tier levels in that. But let's see, birdies that to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down on those bunkers because they're a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go aiming at the flag?
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. In for birdie. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dogleg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other, but really when you actually break the hole down, it's virtually straight ahead. Those two bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely, so play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Now a 7-footer. Under on the day. Frank, you licking your chops here at the par 5 17th hole?
Oh, why not? A chance to reach a par 5 and 2, but there's still pitfalls in front of you. A little creek or stream runs across the fairway, so really limiting the distance you can hit that tee shot, but it's still reachable from just short of that creek. Find trouble off the tee, then obviously you turn it into a 3-shotter, but a good tee shot, and it's too tempting to resist not going for this green.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. I like the looks of this one. Continuing his fine play, another beautiful approach shot. Settles in over the putt. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really a short club off the tee, leaving yourself some area of 170 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. These putts keep the round together. In the hole for a birdie. So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from tee to green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
CBT Naruto, over and out.